Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2020. It is official. I know we're like halfway through the month already, so you're probably like, get it together because it is like the 20th already. But bear with me. In today's video, I'm really excited because this morning the AMREZY palette launched. She couldn't have, like, she had to release this in January of this year because this is definitely going to be a hard palette to top. First and foremost, it's a bigger palette than what ANASTASIA normally releases as far as like collaborations and stuff like that. You get 2 extra shades, and I honestly think the only price difference is like $4, which is really, really nice. I don't know why, but for me, I just love the collaborations with makeup artists that I've watched or that I've followed on Instagram for a long time. First and foremost, I chopped. I know y'all see it. She is cut. I actually cut my hair about 2 weeks ago. I was pretty much kind of just going for like a simple, like brown, almost smoky eye look that you can do for date night. You can do for a night out with the girls. It's really good for like beginners as well because I really don't do a lot of color on my channel. As you guys know, I had it planned out for date night. My anniversary is in about 2 weeks. And it is my 8-year anniversary. I feel like so crazy that I'm saying 8-year anniversary and my boyfriend and I are only 24. It's like 8:30 at nighttime right now and I'm not going anywhere tonight, but I did go ahead and put on this pink jacket because I was feeling myself, and basically the entire launch behind this entire palette was pink, so I felt like it only made sense for me to put this jacket on because obviously like date night, something just really cute to go along with the aesthetic of this palette. This look was really fun to put together. I have a little bit of drugstore items in this video, and then I also have my higher end products. So if you want to see how I got this look, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave me some comments, and just keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so jumping straight into today's video. This is actually the second time around that I'm filming this. The first time I filmed this, I went in with like a smoky eye kind of idea going into it. I kind of messed up and I went in with Dragon, and then I went with Liddy on top. And like my whole idea for today's video was to do a more romantic kind of date night smoky eye. So I decided to restart, and I left my brows on. I just reconcealed them, and then I did put some concealer on my eyelids because I did have to wipe my eyelids off because I was pretty much through the entire eye look, and then I changed my mind. But we're just gonna go back in to the exact same palette, obviously, because that is what today's video is about. I'm gonna take the Anastasia brush, and I'm gonna go in with New Yorker again because you know what? I actually did like that as a transition, and I feel like it was like the color payoff was also there as well. The first time around, I set my lids with the KKW #1 baking powder, but this time I didn't set it because sometimes when you take off makeup and then go right back in, it can make your skin a little bit sensitive, and I could feel my eyelids like getting a little sensitive. So I was like, you know what? There's no sense in making them drier than what they already are. Because if you follow me on my channel, you already know my skin is dry as hell. We're just gonna get that transition shade on and popping. And I feel like with a smoky eye, you just can't be scared of your transition shade. Like, your transition shade is everything. So the next shade I'm gonna go in with is the 1988 again, and this shade was so freaking nice. Wait till you guys see it. I'm just gonna keep it like closer to my outer V because I am, even though we're doing a smoky eye, I'm trying to keep it somewhat of a brown smoky eye. Something that's a little bit more wearable because we're not going to the club, but this is date night for me and my boo. And I have really hooded lids, so sometimes I just have to get in right here and keep my eye kind of like straight ahead so that I get right into where my eye socket is. So I'm really defining where that brown shade is going. And it also helps too because it kind of controls where the brush is as far as like getting that blend. So I'm going to take the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just going to kind of smoke out that more brownie shade. And this is just to pretty much diffuse it. And this is gonna be what's gonna give us our smoky eye, aside from smoking out like our bottom lashes as well. I'm gonna be completely honest, I feel like shimmer shades, at least on my eyes, they work 1,000 times better when you don't do anything extra. You literally just like put it on. I'm debating if I want to kind of do a cut crease, because I did a cut crease the last time and I wasn't necessarily feeling it completely. So I think I'm just gonna dip my finger into this. I'm like looking over at my dog because he is rocked on the floor, like a whole person like on his side. Oh my God, that's too funny. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm just going to go right in and apply it with my finger. I feel like I always get the best results when I apply things with my finger, blending wise, and just like as far as picking it up out of the palette. I feel like it always works out best when I just do it with my finger. I feel like this is definitely the vibe that I was going for. I'm just gonna use the back of that Anastasia brush that came with the palette. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit on the brush and just tap it. I'm not being super precise because like I said, this is not a cut crease, but I do want it to be a little bit neat. And then I'm gonna take back the brush that I was using that has the brown in it. And we're just gonna stay in that outer corner. Make sure we're blending. New Yorker shade with this Morphe M433 brush. And like I said, we're just diffusing between the transition and the shimmer shade now. When you put too much eyeshadow. Oh my God, now I had to add some on both sides and blend. I'm messing up the whole look because I don't know how to put the damn brushes down. I'm gonna take this little tiny thin brush that I got from a brush set that I got off Amazon, and I am gonna go into the shade called, oh, I'm about to drop it, called BK, and that is because I'm not gonna use liquid liner, so I just want to do like faux wing. Just darken it up a little since we are gonna put on lashes. If you notice, I am keeping it right on the outer edge. Moving on to lashes, I'm gonna be using these Kiss Faux Mink Couture collection, and this is in the style called Jubilee. And I think I found these at like Rite Aid or something. I just always look to see how much of like a curl faux lashes have, so I always like look at them like this, and these just curl up really nice. So I wanted to give them a try because I haven't used these before. The faux mink ones, I feel like I've tried them and I didn't like them because I felt like they didn't look like faux mink. Like I feel like when I say faux mink, I want like super poppin' lashes, and I feel like when I tried the faux mink ones before, they were like, I mean, not to sound crazy, but like mediocre. And you know me, I love me a poppin' lash. And also, even though this band is clear, it is a little bit thicker of a band. So that is probably why I didn't like them the original time that I tried them as well. So I'm just gonna kind of like work the lash and bend it a little bit. And that just gives it a curl that it'll take to your eye. And I'm sure I should probably cut these lashes. Let me see. Okay, so these, I just put them on my eye and I'm pretty sure I'm probably not gonna like them, but we shall see. I'm gonna take my NYX Bear With Me setting spray and I'm just gonna spray this brush. I'm gonna dip back into Georgina just to intensify her a little bit on the eye so you can really see the pop, because it's a gorgeous shimmer. This is the whole reason why I like restarted the whole eye look, because I love the shade. I'm taking my Kiss 01 lashes and I just did a double stack of them so it can be more voluminous and more lengthening. I love these lashes, and honestly, like, I feel like I like can't find them now because I feel like everybody is onto them now, but these lashes I love because with just one pair, I like, they're wearable for work and like you can wear them in the daytime, and then once you stack them, it's like game changer. You got so much volume. Okay, so now we are done with eyes for right about now, and what I'm going to start off with next is going to be the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm going to be using this today. This stuff is great. I honestly don't really use primer to extend like the wear of my makeup, because realistically, I haven't found like a foundation or even a primer that really lasts me all day, like how I like it, or how I would like hope it would last. So I'm just gonna put this in my porous areas. For foundation today, I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty foundation mixing with the L'Oreal, I think this is the All Day Infallible foundation. So I'm gonna mix these two together because I love the like formula of the Huda, but it's still a little bit drying, so I'm gonna mix a little bit of this as well. Plus the Huda is a little dark for me, so the L'Oreal will just kind of help with the shade as well. I'm using a fresh e.l.f. sponge that I picked up from Walmart today, and I'm just gonna go right in. It's nice because the L'Oreal, it's still full coverage, but just in a different way than the Huda, if that even makes sense. The Huda is like very matte, very dry, and the L'Oreal is not. The L'Oreal is definitely more on the like healthy skin, healthy glow, like healthy looking skin glow kind of vibe. Yeah, so the Huda sneaks in there. And plus my skin has been literally hating me for the last couple weeks, and I can't figure out why. I feel like we are all already settled into 2020. I feel like everybody already messed up their New Year solutions or New Year resolutions. So I do not feel bad for messing up mine. I was just gonna get like, you know, a little bit more organized and, you know, get my life together, because I really, really do want to be posting as often as I can, but you know, I do work a full-time job, so you know, people make it happen. So no excuses, no excuses. I just need to be better with my time, and you know, I'm actually surprised that in myself, but like in a good way, that when I realized I didn't like how my makeup was coming out, I stopped and like restarted. And that just says a lot, because sometimes I'll just get like super discouraged and I'll just be like, you know what, another day, I'll pick it up another day. I'm just taking a little bit more of the Huda and bring it down my neck. So I am not 10,000 different shades today. I don't know why, but literally I've been breaking out right in this area. I think this is now like the 4th pimple that I've gotten in literally the same exact spot, and I'm just like, any remedies down below that you guys can give me, because I am over it with these breakouts. For concealer today, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, shade Cashew 365. I'm going to go right up under my eyes. Whenever you get a new sponge, I just feel like it always gets so dry so fast, so I'm just spraying it with more of the NYX Bear With Me. For cream contour today, you already know I'm going to be using my Maybelline Super Stay Foundation Stick, and this is in the shade Mocha. You guys know I only really use either this one or my Black Radiance one. And I'm using this one because this one is darker than the Black Radiance one, and I normally go for this one when I'm using a foundation that is darker than what I actually am right now. So like this foundation is a little bit darker for me right now, so I use this one. Because the Black Radiance one can be a little orangey when I use the Huda foundation. And try to like push it into your skin, and that will really help with the blending process. And then I kind of do like small strokes that point downwards in a way, so I start to like going. So and that's just kind of how I get my cream contour to be nice and straight. Cream contouring is a lot of blending. And I've told you guys before that the Maybelline is not as creamy as the Black Radiance one. So the Maybelline one just takes a little bit longer to blend out, and obviously the Huda foundation is super matte, so it's best that you just kind of work as quickly as you can, because otherwise your skin is just going to get dry because the foundation is so matte, you know? Once we have concealer and cream contour poppin', I guess it only makes sense that since I'm using the AMREZY palette that I go in with the ANASTASIA banana powder. Even though I didn't put too much concealer in the center of my forehead, I just always make sure I put some setting powder there, because sometimes I get oily. I'm also going to be taking the KKW Bake 1. I'm going to be using this as like a brightening powder to go over top of the Anastasia banana powder. So like even though this isn't her like brightening powders, like the one that's in the actual tray and is like pressed, this is very, very light. Like you guys see how like white that is compared to the actual banana powder. And I'm just using this for a little extra brightness. I'm also going to use the KKW powder for chiseling out this cream contour. For bronzer today, I'm going to be using the MAC Dark Bronzer. And this is just a mineralized skin finish. Normally I would use MAC Give Me Sun, but this is what I had closest to me, so this is gonna have to work today. You guys know I don't contour my nose, we just put some color back into the face. I'm gonna take this Philosophy brush and just dust away wherever I placed setting powder. For blush, I'm going to be using the KKW Mario Collection blush in the shade Very Graceful. And it's just a really pretty pinky shade. Has a little bit of like peachiness in it. It's just really cute for date night. And with this one, she made like the perfect pink, so like, don't be nervous. Blush helps everything come together. If you're like me and you, like right now, I definitely am looking a little bit on the dry side, like up underneath my eyes. If you're ever feeling like your skin looks dry or anything like that, don't worry until the very end of your makeup, because once you do your setting spray and stuff, it's just gonna kind of like bring the entire look back together, so never worry. I'm gonna be using the NYX Bear With Me setting spray again. And I'm just gonna spray this all over my face. While my setting spray is drying on the rest of my face, I'm going to go back in with 1988 and a little bit of that black. And I'm just going to smoke out my lash line underneath when I find the brush that I want to use. And I'm just going to take the 1988 first. And I'm going to actually, the 1988 as a brown is dark enough under the eye, so I'm not going to go in with BK. And I'm glad that she made this brown in this palette a deep enough brown that you can do this with it, because some browns are just not deep enough. It's like she knew that we were going to use this to smoke out our bottom lash lines, and I'm here for it. Using a thin brush like this is good because this helps you to like just place the product where you want it, and then you can just kind of go back with whatever brush you choose, and then you can diffuse the product. This brush is nice because this brush kind of does it for you, as long as you don't use too much. Obviously, this look with this AMREZY palette is not a look unless I use the AMREZY highlight. Hello. I'm gonna quick spray my face one last time, and I'm just gonna do this because I want my highlighter to be a little extra poppy. So we're gonna spray again. Then we're gonna go in with this Real Techniques. This is a setting brush that I, again, as I say in every video when I use this brush, I do not use this as a, this is a setting brush, but that is not what I use this for. I'm also gonna go in with the MAC Oh Darling highlight. And I feel like Amra would appreciate me using this because she uses this all the time along with the Whisper of Guilt. So I'm just gonna intensify that a little bit. In the daytime, highlighter can be a little bit much during the daytime, not gonna lie. But if it's nighttime and you're going out, girl. Now I always go back in on top of the highlighter with my damp sponge, and I just go like this. Because I feel like sometimes it looks like unblended, and that drives me insane. Moving on to lips, finally. Of course, before we do lips, I'm really quick just going to take this OG Maybelline mascara. I honestly don't even know where I got like this little like baby sample size of this, but I'm just gonna use this because it's the closest thing I have with me. And honestly, I really don't care what mascara that I use when I have falsies on, especially when they're dramatic falsies. Just as long as you have something so you don't have to actually like tight line your waterline. Because I don't know about you guys, but I do not like to do that. Like I don't like to take my liner and go up here. That like just makes my eyes water. And I wear contacts and I have makeup on. So obviously that's not a good idea. For lip liner today, I'm going to be using the ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF3. And I'm just going to outline my lips. This shade is like a chestnut brown. It's like a go-to lip liner. If you haven't tried ColourPop's lip liners yet, they are super creamy. In 2020, I will be overlining until I get some lip fillers, okay? For lipstick today, I'm going to be using the KKW Nude in 2.5. And I'm just, first of all, obsessed with all of her packaging. It is gorgeous. For gloss, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. And I'm using the shade Peach Bellini. So it's like a very, very nude lip gloss. It smells good. Sometimes I kind of overdo it on this lip gloss and I just pop it right in the center. This is probably like $4, but I can definitely feel on my lips that like it's plumping. So fingers crossed. So I felt like it was perfect to put on this pink jacket really quick. I actually got this the other day and I'm obsessed with it. The only part I don't like is that these little flaps, they don't stay under here. They like come out every 5 seconds and I don't know why. Definitely don't forget to go out and grab the AMREZY palette. I hope you enjoyed watching me put this look together and I hope that you love this look. So other than that, I do not have anything else for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.